YouTube, Otaku here. We're going to be getting back into The Grapes of Wrath at page 321. I'm going to be your personal narrator today. If you haven't been onto this channel before, please go check out the channel description before you begin to get a better idea of who and what this channel is going to be for. If you have been here before, please grab your eucalyptus. We're going to begin our ritual and clink, clink, clink. First one down. Also, please have your waters on standby as well. These sessions do get intense. I'm going to go ahead and pack myself another bowl while I speak with the rest of you. The Jones family is looking good now. There's a lot of positivity I could say that could be coming besides of what is actually going to be happening, because we just found out a couple videos ago that Tom and the son and father heard about the fake out fight that's going to be happening because the police want to storm this government facility. A very tragic time indeed that people have to succumb to such negative intentions just because people want to. All roads to hell lead with good intentions, and honestly these people think backwards, so there's no convincing them. They're crazy. Once you got crazy in your head, there's no talking you out of it, because craziness doesn't make sense. Craziness can't be understood. If a place like this is thriving and it's not really taking much away from society, I think it's a perfect place for people to find themselves and their families. It was a really good last hit. We're gonna go ahead and pack a bowl right fast. We might take ourselves an extra minute just to kind of have our way with things. I like to have fun around here first and foremost. Pack myself another little quick bowl before we begin. Clink, clink, clink. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, Paul said. He's probably a snooping and a smelling around. He was not, Ma cried angrily. I could tell a fellow was snooping around quick as the next person. Paul tossed his coffee grounds out of his cup. You gotta quit that, Ma said. This here's a clean place. You see, she don't get so goddamn clean a place can't live in her. Oh, gosh. This sentence, I don't know if it's Ma or Paul, but... You see, she don't get so goddamn clean a place can't live in her, Paul said jealously. Hurry up, Al. We gotta go out and look for a job. Al wiped his mouth with his hand. I'm ready, he said. Paul turned to Uncle John. You a coming? Question mark. Yeah, I'm a coming. You don't look so good. I ain't so good, but I'm coming. Al got in the truck. Ever get gas? He said. I want to switch it up a little bit. Have her get some gas, he said. He started the engine. Paul and Uncle John climbed in beside him, and the truck moved away down the street. Ma watched them go, and then she took a bucket and went to the wash trays under the open part of the sanitary unit. She filled her bucket with hot water and carried it back to her camp, and she was washing the dishes in a bucket when Rose and Sharon came back. I put your stuff on a plate, Ma said, and then she looked closely at the girl. Her hair was dripping and combed, and her skin was bright and pink. Alright, just making sure everything's good. She had put on the blue dress printed with little white flowers. On her feet, she wore the heeled slippers of her wedding. She blushed under Ma's gaze. "You had a bath," Ma said. Rosa Sharon spoke luckily, huskily. "I was there when a lady came in and done it. Know what you do? You get a little stall like and you turn handles and water comes flowing down on you. Hot water or cold water just like you want it. And I done it. I'm going to myself," Ma cried. "Just as soon as I get finished here. You show me how?" "I'm gonna do it every day," the girl said. "And the lady, she seen me, and she seen about the baby, and you know what she said? Said, there's a nurse come every week, and I'm gonna go see that nurse, and she'll tell me just what to do so the baby will be strong. So all the ladies here do it, and I'm gonna do it too." The words bubbled out. And no what? Last week, there was a baby born, and the whole camp gave it a party. And they gave him clothes, and they gave stuff for the baby. Even a baby buggy. Williker one. Wasn't new, but there was a coat of pink paint, and it was just like new. And they gave the baby a name, and had a cake. Oh, Lord. She subsided, breathing heavily. Ma said, "Praise God. We'll go home to our own people, and I'm going to take a bath." "Oh, it's nice," Rosa Sharon said. Ma wiped the rim dishes and stacked them. She said, "We're jewels. We're going to look up to nobody. We don't look up to nobody. Grandpa's grandpa. He fit in the revolution." That's pretty cool. "He was farm people till the dead. And then people, they done something to us. Every time they come and seeing like they were whipping me, all of us, and it needles, the police. He done something to me. Made me feel mean. Made me feel ashamed. And now I ain't ashamed. These folks is our folks. Is our folks. These folks is our folks. Is our folks. And that manager, he come instead of drink coffee, and he says, 'Mrs. Joel, this and Mrs. Joel, that. And how you getting on, Mrs. Joel?' She stopped inside. Ma stopped inside. Why? I don't like people. Why? I feel like people again." That's beautiful. That's freaking dope. She stacked the last dish. She went to the tent and dug through the clothes box for her shoes and clean dress, and she found a little paper package with their earrings at it, and she went past Rosa Sharon. She said, "If them ladies come, you tell them I'll be right back." She disappeared around the side of the sanitary unit. Rosa Sharon sat down heavily on a box and regarded her wedding shoes. Black padded leather and tailored black bows. She whipped the toes with her finger, and she whipped her finger on the inside of her skirt. Leaning down, put a pressure on her growing abdomen. She sat up straight and touched herself with exploring fingers. She smiled a little as she did. Along the road, a stocky woman walked, carrying an apple box of dirty clothes towards the wash rubs. Her fingers brown with sun, and her eyes were black and intense. She wore a great apron, made from a cotton bag, over her gingham dress, and the men's brown Oxford went on her feet. She saw that Rosa Sharon caressed herself, and she saw the little smile on the girl's face. "So?" she cried and laughed with pleasure. "What do you think it's going to be?" Rosa Sharon blushed and looked down at the ground, and then pecked up, and the little shiny black eyes of the woman took her in. "I don't know," she mumbled. The woman plopped the apple box on the ground. "Got a live tumor?" she said, and she crackled like a happy hen. "Which you ruther?" she demanded. "I don't know, boy. I guess, sure, boy. You just coming in, didn't you? Question mark. Last night? Late last night. Gonna stay? Question mark. I don't know. If I can get work, guess we will. A shadow crossed the woman's face and the little black eyes grew fierce. If you can get work, that's what we all say. My brother got a job already this morning. Did he, huh? Maybe you're lucky. Look out for luck. You can't trust luck. She stepped close. You can only get one kind of luck. Can't you have more? You be a good girl, she said fiercely. You be good, and if you got sin on you, you better watch out for that there baby. For that there baby. She squatted down in front of Rosa Sharon. There's scandalous things going on out here in this camp, she said darkly. Every Saturday night they're dancing, and not only square dancing either. There's some doing clutches and hugging dancing. I've seen them. Rosa Sharon said guardedly, I like square dancing. I like square dancing. Good. And she added victoriously. No, it's virtuously. And she added virtuously. I never done that other kind. The brown woman nodded her head dismally. Well, some does, and the Lord ain't letting it get by, neither. And don't you think he is? No, ma'am, the girl said softly. The woman put on, I want to smoke before we continue. Page 324. So far, so good. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. My throat sounds rough. Let's go. Okay. Alright, let's continue. The woman put one brown, wrinkled hand on Rosa Sharon's knee, and the other flinched under the touch. You let me warn you now. There ain't but a few deep-down Jesus lovers left. Every Saturday night, when there were strange bands starting up and should be a playing harmony, they're reeling. Yes, sir, reeling. I seen 'em. Won't go near myself. I don't let my kin go near either. They're clutching and hugging, I tell you. She paused for emphasis and then said in a harsh whisper, They'll do more. They give a stage play. She backed away and cocked her head to see Rosa Sharon would take such a revelation. Actors? Question mark, the girl said in awe. No, sir, the woman exploded. No actors. Not them already damn people. Our own kind of folk. Our own people. And they was little kids. Didn't know no better, innit? And they was pretending to be stuff they wasn't. I don't go near. But I hear 'em talking what they was doing. The devil was just a stirring through in their camp. Oh God, were they saying some really weird kid shit was happening during those dances? What the fuck is happening? Rosa Sharon listened, her eyes and mouth open. Once in the school gives a Christ chili play? Christmas. Well, I ain't saying this is bad or good. There's good folks thinking a Christ chili is alright, but, well, I wouldn't care to come right out flat and say so. But this here wasn't no Christ chili. This here was sin and delusion of the devil and stuff. Stirring and parading and speaking like there's something they ain't. And dancing and clutching and hugging. Rosa Sharon sighed. Oh no, just a few neither. The brown woman went on, getting so that they almost count the deep down lamb blood folks on your toes. And don't you think them sinners are pretty nothing over on God neither? No, sir, he's a chalking them up sin by sin. And He drawing his life and adding to him sin by sin. God's a-watching and I'm a-watching. He's already smoked 2 of them out. Rose and Sharon panted. Has he? Question mark? The brown woman's voice was raising to intensity. I seen it. Girls are carrying a little one just like you. And she playing acting and she hugging and dancing and... The voice grew bleak and ominous. She thinning out and she skinning out and she dropped that baby. Dead. Oh, why? The girl was pale. Dead and bloody. Of course, nobody was speaking to her no more. She had to go away. Couldn't detect sin and to catch him. No, sir. And there was another done the same thing, and she skinned out. And know what? One night she was gone, and 2 nights she was back. Said she was visiting, but she ain't have no baby no more. Know what I think? I think the manager, he took her away to drop that baby. He don't believe in sin. Told me himself. Said the sin is better hungry. Says that sin is being cold. Says, I tell you, he told him himself. Can't see God in them things. Says them girls skinned out because they didn't get enough food. Well, I fixed him up. She rose to her feet and stepped back. Her eyes were sharp. She pointed a rigid forefinger in Rosa Sharon's face. I say, get back. I says, I know the devils was ramming in this here camp, and I know that the devil is getting back Satan. I say in Christ's by he'll get back. Trembling he was, and sneaking saying please. Says, please don't make the folks unhappy. I says, unhappy? How about their souls? How about them dead babies and them poor sinners running because of that play acting? He just looked and he gave a sick grin and went away. Oh, fuck this dude. He grinned at her after she said that? What the fuck? He knows what he meant a real testify to the Lord. I says, I'm a helping Jesus watching going on, and you and them other sinners ain't getting away with it. She picked up her box of dirty clothes. You take heed. I warned you. You take heed in that poor chile in the belly and keep out of sin. Page 326. And she strode away titanically, and her eyes stoned with virtue. I'm gonna smoke again real quick. This is crazy. Check. Rosa Sharon watched her go, and then she put her head down on her hands and whimpered in her palms. A soft voice sounded beside her. She looked up ashamed. It was a little white-clawed manager. Don't worry, he said. Don't you worry. Her eyes blinded with tears. But I done it, she cried. I hugged dance. I didn't tell her I'd done it in Seesaw, me and Connie. Don't worry, he said. She says I dropped the baby. I know she does. I kinda keep my eye on her. She's a good woman, but she makes people unhappy. Rosa Sharon sniffed wetly. You know, 2 girls lost their baby right in this here camp. The manager squatted down in front of her. Look, he said, listen to me. I know them too. They were too hungry and too tired. And they worked too hard. And they rode in a truck over bumps. And they were sick. It wasn't their fault. But she said, don't worry. That woman likes to make trouble. But she said you was the devil, Rosa Sharon said to him. I know she does. That's because I won't let her make people miserable. Patted her shoulder. Don't you worry. She doesn't know. and he walked away quickly. God, this dude's fucking creepy. Rosa Sharon looked after him. His lean shoulders jerked as he walked. She was still watching his slight figure when Ma came back, clean and pink. Her hair combed and was wet, and gathered in a knot. She wore a figured dress and her old crackled shoes, and the little earrings hung in her ears. "I done it," she said. "I stood there and let warm water come a-flowing down over me, and there was a lady saying you could do it every day, if you want. And did them ladies' committees come yet?" Said Rosa Sharon. "Oh, you just sat out there and didn't tell up at the camp at none?" Hold on, let me say that again. "Oh, you just sat there and didn't tidy up the camp none?" Ma gathered up the tin dishes as she spoke. "We got to get it in shape," she said. Come on, stir. Get that sack and keep it sweeping along the ground." She picked up the equipment, put the pan in the box in the tents. "Get them bed neats," she ordered. "I tell you, I ain't never felt nothing so nice as that water." Rosa Sharon listlessly followed orders. "You think Connie will be back today?" "Maybe, maybe not. Can't tell you," Ma said. "You sure he knows where to come to?" "Sure." "Ma, you don't think they could have killed him when they was burning?" "Not him," Ma said confidently. "He could travel when he wants. Jack Rabbit and Quinn and Fox sneaking. I'd wish he'd come." "He'd come when he comes." "Ma, I'd wish you'd get to work." "Well, do you think dancing and play acting is sinning and it'll make me drop the baby?" Ma stopped her work and put her hands on her hips. "Now what you talking about? ? You ain't doing no play acting." "Well, some folks here say I done it and one girl and dropped her baby dead and bloody like it was some kind of judgment." Ma stared at her. "Who told you that?" "Lady that come by, and that little fella in white clothes, he come by and says that ain't what was going to be done to me." Ma frowned. "Rosa Sharon," she said, "you stop picking at yourself. You jesting and teasing yourself up into crying. I don't know what's coming out of you. Our folks ain't never done that. They took what's coming to them and dry-eyed. I bet it's that Connie gave you all that notion. He was just too big for his overalls." And she was stern. "Rosa Sharon, you're just one person, and just like a lot of other folks, you get in your proper place. I know people build themselves up with sin till they figured there was a big mean stack in the sight of the Lord." "But Ma," Rosa Sharon said. "No, just shut up and get to work. You ain't big enough or mean enough to work or worry up God so much like this. And I'm going to give you the back of my hand if you don't stop picking at yourself." She swept the ashes into the fire hole and brushed the stones on its edges. Okay, we got about a minute left. I doubt I'm going to get anything finished, but I do want to finish this bowl for y'all and just give it like quick conjecture. We're on page 328. All right, for the fourth clink, I believe. Clink, clink, clink. Less than a minute left. Wow. I always get a little bit over, but it's alright. She saw the committee coming along the road. "Get to working," she said. "Here's the ladies coming. Get to working now, so I can be proud." She didn't look again, but she was conscious of the approach of the committee. There could be no doubt it was the committee. 3 ladies washed, dressed in their best clothes, a lean woman with stringy hair and steel-rimmed glasses, a small, stout woman with curly gray hair and a small, sweet mouth, and a mammoth lady, big of hulk and buttocks, big of breast, muscular like a drayed horse, powerful in stir, and the committee walked down the road with dignity. Ma managed to have her back turned when they arrived. They stopped, wheeled, stood in a line, and the gray woman boomed, "Morning, Mrs. Joel. Ain't it? Question mark. Ma whirled around as though she had been caught off guard. Why, yes. How do you know my name? Question mark. Well, the committee, the big woman said. Ladies' committee of the Sanctuary Unit Number 4. We got your name in the office. Ma flustered. We ain't in the very best shape yet. I'll be proud to have you ladies come and sit while I make up some coffee. The plump committee woman said, Give our names. Jessie, mention our names to Mrs. Jold. Jessie's the chair. She explained. Jessie said formally, Mrs. Jold, there's here Annie Lilyfield and Ellis Summers, and I'm Jessie Bullitt. I'm proud to make your acquaintance, Ma said. Won't you sit down? All right, y'all take care. Peace.